Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rick. Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Hope you guys are having a good day. And I feel like everybody knows this, that not many people are excited for Black Ops 7. Over the past few years, Call of Duty has been on a huge decline, and there's so many reasons to explain why that's happening. But I want to watch this video from T-Dog Smitty called The Real Reason Call of Duty is Dying, and I want to see what he has to say. So if you guys could, I would really appreciate if you guys hit that like button. It helps me out a ton. Comment your thoughts down below. We have a lot to discuss within this video. Subscribe if you have not already, but other than that, let's get into the video.
For the first time since 2019, COD is on the defensive. Pre-order numbers are lagging behind the competition, trailers are getting mass downvoted, and there's this general feel in the air that COD is in trouble, but not for the reasons you think. Now, they recently announced, due to fan backlash, that the carry forward skin system will not be returning in this year's COD, which is nice.
You know, it was crazy to see how many Call of Duty content creators were out there trying to say that this was a huge win for the Call of Duty community, that this is going to change the direction of the franchise, make Black Ops 7 one of the best games we have played in a very long time. But I feel like the majority of the community will agree with this. If you guys do, hit that like button. We know that when Black Ops 7 launches, yes, we might not see American Dad or Beavis and Butthead in multiplayer games, but we are still going to see those crazy, wacky-ass skins within the store, because yes, Activision does not care about you. They only care about money, and Call of Duty has no identity. So what are they going to do? They're going to say all this nice stuff before the game is launched, try to hype up the community as much as possible, or at least those people that are still brainwashed, and make them buy the game, and then go back to the same shit they've been doing for the past how many years. Don't listen to them. Don't fall for their bullshit, and just realize this is all just noise trying to make you feel better for the game. Don't fall for it.
But there's a deeper issue that they conveniently did not talk about. Not a single word. And that silence is deafening. You see, there's a rot that's been eating away at the heart and soul of Call of Duty for 6 years now.
Wow.
Something that's taken root and has led to a player base that sorta had enough. There's no excitement for BO7 because we already know what the game is gonna be. It's going to be the same sweatfest as the last few years. Same disbanding lobbies and same SBMM dragging us through the mud every time we do well. But to really understand how we got to this point, the absolute low point of hype for a new COD game, we need to rewind the clock, like way back. Let's talk about how this franchise went from being the social FPS of its era to the disconnected, sweaty algorithm that it is now.
I feel like I'm watching a movie, man. Holy shit. Before we go any further, I'm just going to state this, okay? If skill-based matchmaking is in Call of Duty, I don't care how good the maps are, how good the weapons are, how good the content is. I don't care. If skill-based matchmaking stays in this game and it stays as strict as it has been for the past few years, it's not going to be a good Call of Duty. It's not going to be. So many people, I don't know how many more we have to scream and shout to Activision. So many people do not want skill-based matchmaking in the game. It wasn't in the older Call of Duties. I don't care what they say for it. Go try to play a match of MW2 2009 and you immediately, I don't care, even in 2025, we'll find a match like that. In 2025, playing Black Ops 6 takes 5 to 10 minutes to find a game sometimes. That's how strict this is. So I don't care how good the game is. If Black Ops 7 could be the best thing they ever created, if skill-based matchmaking is in the game, if it's in the game, we are not going to enjoy it. I'm saying that right now.
You remember Medal of Honor? Back in the day, that was the big military shooter.
Dude, we're going
and two
way
guys,
back.
Jason West and Vince Zampella, were part of that franchise before they pieced out and formed Infinity Ward. These guys built COD. The first few games, solid. But then they dropped Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and that was the spark that lit up the golden age of COD.
I don't know how many of you guys have played this. I know there's a lot of new Call of Duty players out here who have just started playing within the past few years, but I'm telling you, there was nothing better than Prime Call of Duty. It literally was just like, it was something you can get away from. Like, you know, you can have problems at school, you can have problems in your personal life. You can just go and turn on that Xbox 360, put this game in, and just escape everything and have a blast. You don't get that in games anymore, man. You really don't. Dude, these sounds, oh my God, bring back so many memories.
it was the chef's kiss perfection. When you hit matchmaking, it searched for a lobby with players who had a similar connection, maybe a few similar stats, but nothing too crazy.
Where did that go?
Just good, clean matchmaking. And once you were in that lobby, you stayed in that lobby. You saw their ranks, their clan tags, their prestige icons.
That right there alone is one of the biggest things I miss for Call of Duty. You made friends, you made enemies. Sometimes you teamed up with your enemies. And you always try to play better than them, which made your team overall mostly better because you're both trying your ass off. It was so much fun being able to talk shit for literally 2-3 hours with the same lobby you started with at the beginning of the matchmaking system. And then you can finish off 3 hours later with the same people. It was a blast, especially for modes like free for all. You're always trying to play against the same players. I don't know why they ever got rid of that. I don't know whose idea it was. That needs to come back. Lobbies should not disband anymore. Keep the same lobbies, and it literally just cuts down on waiting time as well.
You voted on the next map. You made classes while talking smack on the mic.
Yes.
There was a vibe. There was a community aspect to this game. The matches themselves, perfection. You'd get kills, unlock attachments, maybe earn a UAV or that iconic helicopter kill streak that sort of peaked in COD 4. You'd learn how people played. Like, oh, this guy's got a 420 clan tag.
Yes.
That dude's a sniper. This other guy that's using a silenced MP5, well, he's rushing into every building with flashbangs like it's his day job. Now, after that match, you stayed in that same lobby. You talked. You adjusted your class to counter the guy that just wrecked you.
And you didn't get chat banned for saying things. Of course, there should be some things that shouldn't be allowed to say, like, you know, some crazy racist stuff or whatever. That should not be allowed to be said. Okay, I think we know that. If you're saying that shit by now, you need to figure it out. I mean, just grow the hell up. But you didn't get chat banned for calling somebody a baby back bitch. Or, you know, some other things. You know, I really can't say now. It's probably not politically correct to say, but you didn't get chat banned for that. Now you can't say a freaking thing. You can't call a guy an idiot. You'll get chat banned for a week. The hell we doing?
Maybe you voted for a better map. Maybe you tried to convince people to vote for the map that you wanted. And then when the next game started, you were
the mic
already
quality back
thinking
then
ahead.
was terrible.
You were learning the people, not just the map. It felt like a giant couch split screen party with strangers that slowly became rivals, even friends. At the end of a long night, you'd send a couple friend requests and log off, wondering what the next play session would bring.
Oh man, the good times.
This is what made COD a monster. Not just the guns or the maps, the social glue that held it all together. It was a community machine.
And let's just talk about something right now. It's not even anything to do with what he's talking about. I'm just gonna say this real quick. Why can't we have this basic UI again, where it just shows all our names, all our levels, the score from the previous match, create a class, call sign and kill streaks, and barracks? Why can't that just be the UI? Why do we have to have this advanced UI that just breaks the game and makes everything more difficult? Just do this, please.
Then came the fallout. Vince and Jason fired. Whole mess of drama between them and Activision during the Modern Warfare 2 era. The good MW2 era, not the new one. The magic that they created stayed and rounded out the Xbox 360 and PS3 generation with some of the best shooters of all time, which is why it's called the golden age of COD. But going into the Xbox One and PS4 generation, things started to change.
Yes, they did.
See, veterans like us, the OGs, we'd gotten good. We knew the flow of a COD match, the angles, the tricks, but there was a new generation of players coming in, and they were trying to learn during the jetpack era. Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, these were already tough enough for us to adapt to. Now imagine being new to FPS games during this era and going up against vets who got max prestige in COD 4.
Well, Advanced Warfare also was the start of skill-based matchmaking, so we gotta make sure that's very clear. So us good players started to realize, okay, now we're starting to get punished, and that's also where the Call of Duty store started really to ramp up with the you know, supply drops that you were able to open and get the insane Obsidian Steed and, you know, the speakeasy and guns like that, which made it literally a advantage for you within the game. So it started off that, you know, also kind of gambling aspect of Call of Duty. So they got really away from that, but they didn't get away from, you know, microtransactions and making money through the store. And that's kind of where they put their main focus.
Of all the jetpack era games, Black Ops 3 actually pulled it off decently.
It was pretty good.
Jetpacks didn't dominate every fight, and there was room to learn and even have grounded gunfights.
I agree.
Despite the growing pains and struggles of the new player base, the series was doing numbers that 99% of other franchises could only dream about. But this was not enough for the suits. Bigger budgets, more pressure, higher expectations. They needed a system to keep players around. And that is where we enter in to skill-based matchmaking.
Here's my question for you that are watching the video, and please let me know in the comment section. If these games were doing so well, OG MW1, MW2, MW3, even Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, if they were doing so well and we saw insane amount of player count, why the hell did they need to do skill-based matchmaking to keep players playing the game? That just doesn't make sense to me, because ever since that started coming out, skill-based matchmaking, and being more strict, we've seen more people leave the game. So how is skill-based matchmaking, according to their data, helping their game out? I still can never understand that, because we've never even come close to what we used to have in player counts back in the prime days, as compared to now. Literally, it makes no sense to me. I see more frustration. I see more just hate to the game since SBMM came out, yet they still somehow think it's a good idea. Who's running this company? Seriously.
In 2019, Modern Warfare got rebooted. And yeah,
it looks like Battlefield right now.
Return to its
Can you believe that?
Like
That's
COD 4
MW
all over
2019.
again.
Looks like Battlefield.
But what we got couldn't have been more different. Modern Warfare 2019 introduced the new matchmaking system. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal. No more map voting, that's weird, but whatever. Lobbies now disband after every match.
So stupid.
What's going on here? Under the hood in the matchmaking algorithm.
And can we go back and just look at the ping that he showed? He hasn't even found a match yet, and he's at 82 ping. 82 ping. I mean, I always get to like 90 ping, it seems like, and you know, I'm just put in a lobby that just is like 40, 50, 60 ping. Whereas back in the day, it's like you get in a lobby like that, and you know, you always had great connection. For especially that time, you know, 2009, 2010, I would have a great connection. Better connection than I do now. But look, 82 ping. Oh, SBMM, you gotta love it.
What's going on here? Under the hood in the matchmaking algorithm, things were even weirder. You weren't just matched by connection and loose skill anymore. Now, every single thing you did in a match was being tracked. Kills, deaths, kill streaks, where you moved, where you slid, where you died. It was like
how many times you jumped, how many times you slid, how many times you put your freaking thumb up your ass because you were so pissed off about what you were doing. I don't know how the hell that made any sense on what I just said, but you guys get the point. They did. They tracked everything.
Every single button press on your controller. The first match of 2019 was usually chill. Maybe you dropped 30 kills and felt like a beast. But then the next lobby is tougher, and then tougher again. By match 6 or 7, you're in full demon lobbies, getting pre-aimed by slide-canceling psychos. And just when you think you're starting to adapt, the lobby disbands. You don't get a rematch, you don't get to build counter classes or read player patterns, you just get kicked to a new lobby with new enemies, new sweat, and no chance to breathe.
But somehow this keeps more people playing the game when I see myself only able to play 2 or 3 matches at most now. But hey, what do I know?
Meat grinder, performance treadmill. And this has been COD's SBMM and social system for the last 6 years. Every year, they tighten the screws, make it more precise, more efficient. Every kill streak you earn, the algorithm takes notes. Every time you slide or peek a corner, that system adjusts the difficulty.
This editing, though, is insane on this video.
For new players, yeah, it helps them survive. They stick around longer. Activision loves that. The people who built the COD community, the casuals, the grinders, the folks who just want to play a few matches after work without needing a G Fuel sponsorship, we don't really like it anymore. It's exhausting. It's not fun. For years, Activision has just straight up ignored us. Every new game, same system. Slight tweaks, more data tracking. And what are our options? Battlefield 2042? Destiny 2? Nothing else was hitting that special something that makes COD, even at its worst.
That's a huge point that we need to talk about. There's always people in my comment section asking me, why do you continue to keep on playing COD? Why do you keep on talking shit about COD, but yet still playing it? Ladies and gentlemen, I am an OG Call of Duty player. I've been playing since 2009, but I played every single COD from COD 4 to now Black Ops 6. I am an OG, okay? I love this franchise, grew up playing it, literally played 5-6 hours a day on the weekends when I was growing up in middle school and high school. No bullshit. So I have a love for this game that not many people can really understand, and it really does mean a lot to me. And to see it go to shit is why I'm so passionate about what I say in my videos and why I want these changes to happen. And like you said, there's no other game until hopefully Battlefield 6 that gives me that spark, that gives me that same feeling that Call of Duty does. Even though Call of Duty will piss me off, I still will always come back to it because there's no other game that's better than it. There really isn't. Hopefully Battlefield 6 can make it, actually try to be better. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? We'll see on October 10th, but Battlefield 6 can't come quicker, man, because I need to get away from this COD addiction because they don't deserve us. They really don't.
Fun. Eventually they threw us a bone. Here's map voting again. Cool. Thanks for giving us back what you took away, I guess.
So
and
stupid.
Please don't do it again. But lobby disbanding and
They
SBMM
probably will.
are still there. They're still ruining the flow. And cracks are finally starting to form. Turns out, COD players had a limit, and Activision was going to learn the hard way. MW2 in 2022, massive player drop-off. It flopped fast. Now, Modern Warfare 3 tried to stop the bleeding, but it was a struggle to keep people interested with an insanely aggressive post-launch content rollout, and honestly, people thought the game was a DLC. Then came Black Ops 6, and on paper, it sounded awesome.
Remember, it was a 4-year developed game that they're now claiming was not really 4-year developed, but they hyped it up as a 4-year developed game, so they lied to you back then, or they're lying to you now. Who knows? They freaking lied, but hey.
The new Omni movement system, sprinting, sliding, diving in any direction.
Brain rot.
I mean, it sounds cool. But guess what happened? SBMM weaponized that too. The algorithm adjusted instantly. Movement was the meta during this Warzone era, but Black Ops 6 cranked up the dial so high that the demise of the fan base was accelerated. The game got sweatier than it had ever been, and every match felt like a tournament.
Oh, it got sweaty. It got so fast. The servers can't even keep up for it. So the SBMM got worse. The servers got worse. The packet burst got worse. The sweat got worse. The games got worse. The franchise got worse. And everybody realized it. And that's why we're leaving, because they're not listening to us. They're going right back to it.
People burned out fast. By January, Black Ops 6 saw one of the largest player drop-offs in COD history. Even the weakest Treyarch CODs usually coast to the next release, but not this time. People were done. It didn't matter if there wasn't a good COD competitor. Anything was better than forcing ourselves to keep playing a game that hated when we did well. And here we are. Now it's time for Black Ops 7, set 10 years after BO2, and with an art direction and an aesthetic that's pretty similar to BO2 and Black Ops 3. They're trying to channel that BO2 and BO3 nostalgia.
It's the only thing they can do is nostalgia bait us. It's the only thing. You see things like the Peacekeeper, the M8, all these old maps we used to play like Raid, Hijacked, Express, and stuff like that. It's the only thing that it seems like they can do, because for some reason they can never think of their own ideas. Because if they ever do, it's usually dog shit, and they get pretty lazy because most of their time and effort is spent into the Call of Duty store. So they have to recycle a lot of old ass content, and whether it's a gun or a map, it's just what they do. They really don't know what the hell they're doing, because all the people that made the good Call of Duties are gone, and all the new people that are making them are people that don't even play the game anymore. They don't even play Call of Duty. They're probably, if they do, they're probably ass. That's why they love SBMM, because they're dog shit at the game and they don't know how it actually works. They want to make sure everybody has an equal playing experience. And if you're good at the game, you get punished by playing other really good players. And even though there's a thing for rank play, you don't go and play that because you want to play pubs and relax, but there's no relaxing. So it's basically rank play 2.0.
Really the last great and amazing games that people would consider from the Call of Duty series. But it's not landing, and it's really not even close. Every trailer has been disliked into the ground. Every post has been ratioed. People are over it. Treyarch, Activision, they can't seem to spin this one. The player base is angry.
But the content creators are, trust me, they're trying their ass off. But we're not dumb. We understand now.
Not just disappointed, they're furious. Years of being ignored, told we're wrong about feeling burnt out, treated like we don't know what we want. But here's the poetic part. You know who's in charge of Battlefield right now? Vince Zampella. Yeah, the guy who made COD what it was. And Battlefield 6, it's looking pretty good.
Oh,
now, that
yes,
open
it
beta
is.
had everything that you could remember about early COD. Smooth gameplay, chill vibes, loose SBMM. People were just contributing in different ways. Whether it was a medic, whether it was a sniper, whether it was an assault. The sandbox was back. So now,
I don't care if you hate Battlefield and you love Call of Duty or whatever your views are. Just look at what you just saw and look at Black Ops 7 reveal trailer and try to tell me. Really try your best in the comments. If you want to, go ahead. Try to tell me that Call of Duty looks better than Battlefield 6. I don't think it's possible. What you just saw right there, that little gameplay of Battlefield 6 looks amazing. It looks like what the Call of Duty community wants, what we've been asking for. Is it hate or is it blind hate to say that? I mean, I'm not blind. I just saw what I fucking saw, and it looks pretty damn good to me. I played it. It felt fucking good.
the guy who helped build COD might be the one who helps end its reign. I'm not going to sit here and say COD is dead, and they're still selling a lot of copies.
Of course they are.
Just remember, nothing lasts forever. The start of a decline can eventually end in the death of a franchise. Remember when I mentioned Medal of Honor? Well, that series is dead, and Call of Duty killed it. It wasn't instant, but each new COD release chipped away at the foundations of Medal of Honor.
Wow.
So finally, it collapsed. And to the COD community, you guys have a voice. And Activision, for the first time since 2019, was forced to listen to it. This victory is ours, but we need to keep this up. We can't just settle back down because then COD continues to be complacent. COD is now on the defensive, and we need to keep the criticism going. Them backtracking on the carry forward skins are nice. Them talking about wanting to respect the time period and setting is good, but they said this about Black Ops 6.
Exactly.
They talked a lot about respecting the COD experience, and unless they're also willing to talk about how matchmaking, persistent lobbies, and the community experience is a part of that, then this war isn't over. Like the video and share.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was probably the best video I have seen in a very long time, especially from T-Dog. So make sure you guys go like his video, go subscribe to him, a very good content creator. But I have to just carry on to what he was saying. I don't care what they're saying in these blog posts. I don't think it means anything. They can literally go out there and say SBMM is gone in Black Ops 7. Yes, I'm gonna be a little excited for it, but I'm always gonna have that feeling like it doesn't matter to me until I play the game, until you actually show me. You've talked about fixing the anti-cheat. Never happens. You've talked about fixing other things. Never seems to happen. So all these words mean dog shit to me. I care about, are you actually going to do it? Are you actually going to listen to us? Are you actually going to make this game better? Because if you do, hey, I'll come back. I would love for Black Ops 7 and Battlefield 6 to both be good. That way I can play two games and enjoy myself. If I feel like playing Call of Duty, I play Call of Duty. If I feel like playing Battlefield 6, I play Battlefield 6. The problem is, I don't have faith in Call of Duty. The people that are running that company, Activision, are not the smartest. They don't understand what the community wants. They do a lot of bullshitting, and just the SBMM is just absurd to me. It's absurd. So we'll see in the beta. We'll see when it launches. Hopefully it's good. But again, I don't have high hopes for it. But again, shout out to T-Dog for that video. Huge shout out to him. Great video. Smack that like button for him. Amazing editing. It was just phenomenal to see. And it just really is the main issue for Call of Duty players. I really think it is. SBMM is just exhausting, and it really makes people just not even want to get on the game because they know they're not going to enjoy themselves. If they have one good game, the next game's going to be sweaty as hell. All I'm saying. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, comment your thoughts down below. What do you guys think? Other than that, hope you guys have a great day. I'm out this bitch. The fuck you doing? Peace.